reading Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stevens, and I think I'm a little bit of an outlier here. I was expecting for this to be this emotional, heartbreaking, but beautiful, absolutely beautiful love story, and I just didn't get that vibe here. I bought this based on all the rave reviews it was getting, but unfortunately for me, it just didn't land in that way. If I had to rate it, I would still give it like a 3.75, but it's not something that I feel like I need to say, oh my gosh, you got to read this book. So basically, we have two main characters here, Ren, the FMC, and Arden, the MMC, and they are fated soulmates, but he kills her every 18 years on her 18th birthday, and apparently this is something that he has to absolutely do. Unfortunately for Ren, though, in this lifetime, she is absolutely in love with her life, and she has a little sister that currently has cancer, and she is the only one that can save her at this time. But the timeline in which it's happening coincides with her 18th birthday. She's getting ready to turn 18, which means Arden will be coming to kill her, and she may not have the time to be able to save her little sister. So the book goes back and forth between present day, and present day is Wales 2022. That's the present day, and past tense. So we go between 1600s, 1400s, 1700s. We're in all these different centuries in different countries. Initially, the beginning was kind of confusing for me because we would be in a different century in a different country, and sometimes Ren would be a boy, sometimes she would be a girl, sometimes Arden would be a boy, sometimes he would be a girl. So I was a little confused, like what's going on here, and then realized that okay, they're being reincarnated in every century, every country. Their souls are there, but they are in someone else's body, whether it be boy or girl, and basically a different vessel, so to speak. And I think the potential for this book was there, but the pacing was off a little bit. They were supposed to be these soulmates who just had absolute love for each other in each lifetime, but I just didn't feel that love for most of the book, especially because we spent a lot of time in the present day. For most of the book, they seemed like enemies to me, or reluctant friends at best. Not really that, oh my gosh, I'm so absolutely head over heels in love with you, and I will love you through time and time, century to century. I think with the past tense chapters, they were kind of short. Maybe the chapters were a little longer or a little bit more in depth. Maybe that love connection could have been played up, but I think more of the focus was spent on him killing her and not really like the connection and the love connection. Yes, they were soul bonded. Yes, it was soul ties, and so they could feel each other no matter where they were. But it seemed when whenever he came to kill her, it was always some surprise mystery, and that was another thing I found confusing. Because I'm like, why doesn't she know that it's him? But that's when I had to realize, okay, they're being reincarnated, and Arden might show up as a girl in this century, in this lifetime. But yeah, I didn't really feel the connection, so I wasn't connected to them as a couple. Individually, they were cool, but as a couple, it just wasn't really believable for me. Throughout most of the book, I kept wondering, why is he doing this? Why is he killing her? If he doesn't want to kill her, why does he just not kill her? What is the purpose of all of this? And it took me about 80 to 90% through the book to finally get the answers to those questions. So I just feel like, the pacing was off a little bit because I had to pretty much almost complete the book before I got those answers. I will say, however, I did like the ending and I liked the way that things tied up. I just felt like things could have been maybe paced out differently and the connection played up. So it felt more like love between the two. I understand I'm an outlier here, so comment below and let me know what you thought about it, whether you agree with me or disagree.